This girl couldn't cry when she was born, but she was very intelligent. At just 1 month old, she could already write her own name. However, her mother didn't see her as a gifted child. Instead, she angrily erased the writing. Her father was even worse. He had always wanted a son, and when he found out the baby was a girl, he stormed out of the hospital in anger. When it was time to go home, he didn't even carry the baby. He kept saying, "Girls are just a burden." He placed the baby in the car trunk as if she were useless baggage, then drove recklessly without caring about her safety. When they arrived home, the entire family went inside, leaving the baby alone in the car. But the baby was never afraid. At 2 years old, she began tidying up the house by herself. She learned to dress without anyone's help. By the age of 4, she was already used to living on her own. Her father was busy chasing after pretty women. Her mother spent her days dressing up and looking for rich men. Her brother went off to school. And so, little Emmy was left alone at home. When she got hungry, she cooked for herself. She cracked 2 eggs, mixed in some batter, made waffles, and enjoyed her meal while reading her favorite magazines. That brought her happiness. Soon, she had finished reading all the magazines in the house. Her love for reading grew even stronger. She then asked her father to buy her books. But he said, "TV teaches you everything. Books are useless." Still, Emmy didn't give up. She knew that no one in her family would support her. She had to take her own steps. The next day, when everyone left for work, Emmy looked up the library's address in the phone book. It was 10 kilometers away, but that didn't stop her. She went there, spoke politely to the librarian, and walked into the children's section. The librarian was shocked to see a child so young all by herself. But Emmy didn't need anyone. She felt at peace surrounded by books. From that day on, she came to the library every day. She finished all the children's books and then moved on to more difficult ones. The librarian was so impressed by her dedication that she eventually gave Emmy her very own library card. Now she could borrow books and save herself the long trips. Years passed. Emmy was now 7 years old. She had learned so much from books. When she felt old enough to go to school, she asked her father to enroll her. But her father insisted she was only 4. When he asked her mother, she said 5. In truth, Emmy was already 7, but no one cared. When her father finally found out that Emmy was actually allowed to go to school, he started to worry. Too many packages and deliveries kept arriving at the house, and he thought someone had to stay home to receive them. So in the end, Emmy was never sent to school, and her dream was shattered. She went into her room and cried in front of her books. One day, her father came home looking delighted. He had just sold many used cars. He asked his son to count the money. But before the boy could answer, Emmy had already spoken the exact total. Her father didn't believe her and accused her of cheating. When Emmy explained that the proof of payment was in his own hands, he slapped her. That day, Emmy felt truly wronged. And so, she swore that one day, she would take her revenge for everything they had done to her.